You only need 5 exercises to get incredibly large forearms. Let's be real. Weak forearms ruin everything. You can have big biceps, a wide back, and a solid chest. But if your wrists are thin and your forearms are flat, your physique looks unfinished. And if you've ever failed a lift because your grip gave out first, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The good news? You only need 5 exercises to build insanely thick, strong, veiny forearms that command attention, even when you're not flexing. But here's the question. Are you training them with the same intensity and purpose as your biceps or chest? Let's break down the 5 most effective moves for forearm mass, how to do them properly, and why most people get them totally wrong. Before we dive in, share your name and where you're watching from in the comments. It's always amazing to see our global fitness fam. 1. Farmer's carries. Farmer's carries are one of the simplest looking, yet most brutally effective forearm builders ever created. The concept is straightforward. You pick up something heavy and walk with it, but the impact it has on your forearm development is massive. This exercise engages the entire forearm musculature, including the flexors, extensors, brachioradialis, and all the small stabilizer muscles that control your wrist and fingers. The longer you hold on, the more time under tension your forearms experience, and the deeper the muscular fatigue, which triggers growth. To perform it correctly, pick up a pair of heavy dumbbells or kettlebells, stand tall with your chest up and shoulders back, and walk in a straight line. Keep your grip tight, wrists in a neutral position, and don't let the weights swing or lean. You're not just carrying, you're actively resisting gravity through your grip. Start with 30-second carries and work your way up to a minute or more. Most people fail on their grip long before their legs or lungs, and that's exactly why this move works so well. You're not just training your forearms, you're forging unbreakable grip strength that carries over to everything else you do in the gym. 2. Hammer curls. Hammer curls are an absolute must for anyone serious about developing thicker arms and denser forearms. Unlike traditional bicep curls, hammer curls use a neutral grip, which shifts more of the workload to the brachioradialis, a major forearm muscle that runs along the top and outer edge of your lower arm. This muscle plays a huge role in arm thickness, especially when viewed from the side. When trained properly, it fills out the space between your biceps and forearms and gives your entire arm that rugged, strong appearance, even when relaxed. To do them correctly, grab a pair of dumbbells and hold them with your palms facing each other. Stand tall, tuck your elbows close to your body, and curl the weights up in a controlled motion, keeping your wrists locked in that hammer position. Don't swing or cheat with momentum. At the top, squeeze your arms hard, then lower slowly to stretch the muscle. This eccentric control is where a lot of the real damage and growth happens. Because hammer curls also engage the forearm flexors and grip muscles, you're essentially training your upper and lower arms at the same time. Go heavy enough to challenge yourself, but never at the expense of clean form. 3. Reverse curls. Reverse curls are a game changer when it comes to building that hard, muscular look on the top of your forearms, the part most people completely ignore. This exercise emphasizes the brachioradialis, as well as the extensor muscles that run along the top side of your forearm. These are the muscles responsible for wrist control, stability, and creating that thick, rope-like appearance when your arm is hanging by your side. Reverse curls are especially effective because they force your wrists and grip to stay in a fixed position under load, something you rarely get with standard curls or pressing movements. To perform this move properly, use an EZ bar or a straight barbell with an overhand grip, palms facing down. Keep your elbows tight to your sides and curl the weight up while keeping your wrists locked in a flat, neutral position. Do not let them bend backward. That reduces tension and risks injury. Focus on a smooth, controlled lift and an even slower negative. You'll notice you can't use as much weight as regular curls, and that's okay. This isn't about ego lifting. It's about placing maximum stress on underdeveloped areas of the forearm. The pump you'll feel on your upper forearms and the burn in your grip will tell you everything you need to know. If you're not subscribed, like over 75% of you watching right now, please hit that subscribe button below. It really helps us out, and our goal is to get that number down to 50%. Let's keep going. 4. Wrist extensions. Wrist extensions are easily one of the most neglected exercises in any arm routine, and that's a huge mistake. This movement specifically targets the wrist extensor muscles on the top side of the forearm, which are often overlooked but absolutely crucial for both aesthetics and performance. Without strong extensors, you're more likely to develop imbalances, suffer from wrist or elbow pain, and miss out on that full, rounded look that makes the entire forearm pop. Think of it like this. If you only train the underside of your arm, it's like only training your chest and skipping your back. It looks off, and eventually, it catches up to you. To do wrist extensions properly, sit on a bench and rest your forearms on your thighs with your wrists hanging just past your knees. Hold a light dumbbell or barbell with your palms facing down. From here, slowly extend your wrists upward. Pause for a second at the top, then lower the weight under control, letting your wrist drop just slightly below parallel for a full range of motion. The key is using light weight and high reps. These are smaller muscles that respond best to volume and precision. Focus on the squeeze at the top and the burn through the back of your forearms. This exercise builds strength, detail, and balance, and when done consistently, gives your forearms that hard, defined top side that stands out even without flexing. 5. Wrist curls. Wrist curls are the cornerstone of building big, strong forearm flexors, the thick muscles that run along the underside of your forearm and give it that meaty, muscular look. These muscles are responsible for finger flexion, wrist movement, and most importantly, grip strength. Whether you're holding a barbell, carrying a heavy load, or even doing pull-ups, these flexors are firing the entire time. The stronger and bigger they are, the more functional and powerful your arms become, and the better they look in every angle. To do them correctly, sit on a bench and rest your forearms on your thighs or a flat surface, with your palms facing up and your wrists just past your knees. Hold a barbell or dumbbells and allow the weights to roll down slightly into your fingers for a good stretch. Then, curl your wrists upward by contracting your forearm muscles, not your whole arm, and squeeze hard at the top. Slowly lower the weight back down, letting the stretch do its work. Go for higher reps and slower tempo. This isn't about moving heavy weight, it's about creating maximum tension and fatigue in the flexors. When done right, wrist curls deliver deep, painful pumps, the kind that force your muscles to grow. These are the only 5 exercises you need to completely transform your forearms. Farmer's carries, to build brutal grip and total forearm tension. Hammer curls, to thicken your arms from shoulder to wrist. Reverse curls, to carve detail into the top of your forearms. Wrist extensions, to fix imbalances and strengthen neglected muscles. Wrist curls, to lay down the size and strength foundation. Train these 2-3 times a week, don't cheat the form, and don't skip the volume. If you're consistent, your forearms will grow faster than you think. Smash the like button if your forearms are ready to blow up. Subscribe for more no BS fitness breakdowns that actually deliver results. If you want a bigger, more defined chest without wasting time on useless exercises, check out the video on screen now.